after each installation, well, I don't know how many people, but a lot of people will start changing an operating system. I remember back in the years when I was on Linux Mint, I did not like the green. I always went back to the blue, from the Arc color of blue. But okay, it's all matter of choice. What we're gonna do now is go get github.com/EricDubois/ the ArcoLinux-Nemesis. And this is a versatile GitHub. It has so much in it. Let's put it inside. Normally I am a guy of structure. There's no other way. If you want to make a distro, you've got to have structure in your life. So open terminal and you say git clone Ctrl-Shift-V. It helps if you don't type typos. So this is my setup. Do I have Sublime Text? I did not have Sublime Text, but I can work fast by launching code. Okay, code is launched. I'll drop this inside this. Now I have code. So the current choices, what I start with, this doesn't look good, although yeah, the color is okay, well, whatever, right? It's just a theme color, you can set it up here somewhere. I start with removing software. Okay, I start with removing software. So this is the number I type. That's the only thing I need to know. /0 tab enter, and then it starts and it goes to 400. Let's have a look. So if I am on Carly, I do this. If I'm on the Riser, I do that. If I'm on ArcoLinux, I do this. You see, I remove also stuff here. If I am on EndeavourOS, then I do this. So I check if the etc OS release, right? If the etc OS release, let's see if that's still the same. Because it isn't, I need to rewrite it. Yeah, sure. So it's gonna look, does the word EndeavourOS, capital OS, capital E, is in here somewhere, and it is. So it will return true, and it say I am on EndeavourOS, and then it goes inside this if. If you're on EndeavourOS, let's do this step by step to see if everything is still okay. Well, yeah, I think we're on another screen now. Yeah, there he is. I don't seem to be able to put it in the half, so it will be like this then. There is a etc scalp bash rc that we like to remove. The firewall was indeed installed. We saw a firewall. Sudo pacman -remove firewall. Yep, that's still there. So I want to remove it without confirmation. I'm gonna remove the Arc GTK themes. Sure. I like to have my own themes later on. EndeavourOS Scale default still exists. I need to go. I want my own Scale choices. Modem manager. I don't have a modem, so that's gone. And there is a problem probably with yay and yay bin or something, because there is yay, there is yay bin, there is yay git, right? So later on I'll install yay bin probably. So that's why yay has to go here. Otherwise it will conflict later. And the rest is, if I'm on ALCI, I will do all that, a lot of removal. And if I am on Garuda, I'll do this, and every single time there's a new release, I quickly check, is everything still in order? And then we have a Nemesis script, and if I install EndeavourOS on real metal, an SSD, I'll just run this thing. So that's the only check I really that's really necessary, but not here, of course. I need to go all the way back. We can close this as well. In here, I run number 0, and then just keep an eye on things, what messages it gives, and if it's okay, that message, because it depends. Oh, we can't make this half, that's strange. Okay, so let's scroll up. What do we see? All kind of red things. Yeah, because of the fact that I have installed i3WM, we get also that issue. What I'll do, code is not open anymore, is it? I closed code. What I'll do in here is say to the system that, not here of course, but I'll say it inside the GitHub. I'll change this guy to DD, so it's really gone, whatever the dependency, it's gone, because now we have a dependency here for i3. Modem manager is out, so it's EndeavourOS scal default, so it's indeed that line. So here we stop the firewall service that was busy, and here we install so the service removal and the application removal separately. Yeah. Look how old this ArcoLinux keyring is, 230919. So that's an old package. So what I'll do on my second screen, I open up Tunar, I go to data, I go to ArcoLinux-Nemesis, I open up number 400, and I tell him in this line, that's the first thing we need to do, 138, I'll tell DD, that's one. Changed, and then you push to the internet, you test it out again, and you retry, and after a few of these installations, you say, all right, now it's just perfect. That is the purpose of Nemesis script. Perfection. Your perfection, not mine. Okay, we're saying that the DD is done here. So the question is, we should keep track where we are. Software removed, ArcoLinux software to install, getting the keys and the mirrors for ArcoLinux. That means he's already a bit further. He's left software current choices. He's going to go to 110. Let's really check all the way down. Yep, so this is just a removal. After that he goes to 110. You go to 110, open up 110, have a look. Then he's gonna add the repo from Eric Dubois, Nemesis repo, to the system. We're gonna add all that. Is that done? Was that done? First we seem to be ArcoLinux software to install. ArcoLinux software to install. So I must be missing something. These are the current choices. Yeah, remove software, check. That's this. There's nothing about keys in here. Oh, wait. No. Software removed. This it won't do, that it won't do. And then we do go to 100 or 110. That's the thing, right? 110. So I'm skipping number 100 here. I'm skipping number 100. And this is never done. So 110. Okay, got it. ArcoLinux software to install, it says. And yes, Pacman is there. And this is something that needs an update, right? Arch get keys. They always change. Well, not always. Recently, right? They've changed, and that's why we need this keyring version date, which is now 2025. That's what it should be. And then this will work as well. Okay, so I need to update that. And this is how you should go and work with all these things. Now, of course, that's not working, so that's normal that he gives all these errors. And from now on, well, some of the things will work, but many of the things will not work because he's always looking at something that's not there. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna go and pause the video. Sounds like the best approach, but what I'll do is this, right? I make this 2025. This is also an update because we have a new server in Sweden, so that needs to be updated as well. So these two guys will be pushed to the internet, and then we'll pull it to this machine, and we're back in control. All right, let's pause and do our work. Now, the fun of working with GitHub or Git, GitHub or GitLab or others, is that you can work on two machines. You have the virtual machine where you experiment. You have the other one where you write the code, push it to the internet, and inside, let's close this up, inside this, don't save, this virtual machine, I'll just tell him to git clone this again. If you did, git pull again. If you did a git clone, then you can git pull. So Control H, if you see this, you then can do a git pull. Control H, and that's gone again. Open the terminal, and you move this guy to here, and then you say git pull. Did Eric push anything to GitHub? Did anything change? Well, the key in the mirror, right? Now, me, I've just changed all kind of things. So, too bad. Delete. And arrow up, boom, right? Git pull, everything is back in, but I'm afraid I've downloaded it somewhere else now. It's now somewhere else. Where is somewhere else? Here is somewhere else. No, where's somewhere else? Desktop, also no. Eric, what did I do? That's strange. What was this again? Don't think we need that. All important set for me. That can be deleted. Let's do this all over again. Let's put it in data now. Come on, git clone this guy. Yep. Okay. Where did I put it? I'll see it in the video later. So ArcoLinux-Nemesis, the things in here, I've changed them. Get the keys in the repos. Says now 2025. Right, and here not 04 but 12. Recently Sweden came by as extra. Now if I run this again, right, you know what will happen. Control Z, then it will say, Eric, you might have already have that. Let's see. So pacman.conf, you might have already. Right, all that, you see, it's already in there. What we're now missing is the keys. So I don't know if I can actually save this in code. Let's see, save, retry as sudo. Okay, voila, command failed. That's why, guys, I like Sublime Text so much, right? It really is awesome. But we are who we are, and we say for now sudo nano etc pacman.conf, enter. Page down, page down, page down, page down, page down, and then I think you can select this thing, and then cut is Control K. So that's easy, and maybe those guys as well. How did I do that? Let's first save and do it again. So down, down, down. This was shift. Okay, shift arrow up, that's what I did. And then super K for cut, so Control K, sorry, Control K, and Control X for exit, and yes, we want to exit, and please exit, and that's it. Okay, back to the place where we started. Now I can run it, because otherwise I'll get all the lines again and again and again, and what you guess what happens? Pacman will complain, right? Get the keys in the repos. Let's see. Aha. The keys are coming in, databases. We can ask again, what did it change the script? It added at the bottom, ArcoLinux repo, testing, not, but repo third party and extra large. The other guy is not there, which is okay, which is the Nemesis repo. It's inside the scripts that all of this runs. Okay. Any consequences? Yeah. Sudo pacman -s yyU. Try it out. Oh my god, right? Extra large, repo third party, ArcoLinux repo, it's here, which means bye bye and welcome to Sublime Text. ArcoLinux repo third party. It's in. And now it makes more sense, and that's why it's in the beginning of our script. If the keys are in and if the mirror is in, then all the rest will follow. So let's do this again with 0 current choices. And all the red things, yeah, we've already removed a lot of stuff, right? So we already removed the service of firewall. We already removed the firewall itself. So we'll just say it's not there anymore, which is great. Thumbs up. Thanks for removing it, right? So it just goes on and on. You can rerun it and rerun it. It's no issue. And we like to have our ArcoLinux arc down git, one of the arc colors. HBlock as defender for the world. Anyway, install some XDG stuff, dependencies probably, voila, of ArcoLinux Pamic all. The tweak tool is coming in with keys for Garuda, so we can install all kinds of kernels. I think there are around 20 or 30 kernels. Check it out, it always changes. We've got our ArcoLinux wallpapers, and here we have some difficulties because code is already installed. So it's either that one or that one, which for me is no problem. I don't care. So this is not an error. I won't do a thing. i3 lock color and i3 lock are in conflict. That's the decision you have to make. It's about i3 there. And here we start adding Nemesis repo. So the pacman.conf is now changed. And an extra database comes in, and you can install ArcoLinux Candy Beauty Kit. Yeah, looks like it's the new version, because there were a lot of work has been done in that department as well recently. So mint gray, all kind of icons that I've made are coming in, fonts are coming in, and so on and so on. So you decide what goes in here. This is okay, that's a warning. A render is okay, it's up to date, don't need to do anything, so that's a message you can skip. Our GTK theme has been my fan since Linux Mint 12 years ago, 30 years ago by now. I don't know. We can only conclude that we're getting old. This is okay. This is Pacman saying, I've made a new Pacman, right? Go check out if there's difference between these two. That's the message to us. Well, no, to you. Bat is installed. Pipata cursor theme is something that's I like, we like, you maybe like, You install anything you like. You just adapt these scripts, try to understand them, try to read them, what's going on, what is he doing, why is he doing it, and make your own choices. Here's Flameshot Git, which I've mentioned in the other video earlier on. I love it. Difficulties to have it in working on Hyperland, but Sway works, so that's already something. So it's a start, and development will continue. That's not from us, by the way. If you think I'm the developer, I'm not. All right. So I see no error messages. A lot of software that I want that comes in, all from the ArcoLinux repos. They might be available on EndeavourOS, and Pacman is very clever in that. EndeavourOS in pacman.conf is first. So if it is on EndeavourOS, it will come from there, because ArcoLinux is at the bottom. It will never ask the ArcoLinux repo to give it, because the first one wins. Okay. Dependency cyclist does not mean anything as long as it all installs. And we're going to install Python Pywall, I guess. No, lolcat. Needs a lot of stuff, but first that and first that and first that, before that, dependencies. It's installed. Minstick to burn USBs, ISO on a USB. Wow, there's no more work to be done. That's cool. And then we can show what we have. This telegram. Are you errors occurred? No packages were upgraded. Oh no, that's not Telegram. It says Telegram desktop. We better check that out later. Telegram desktop. There is a conflict that it exists already. Okay, I can understand that. We'll see later. There are certain versions, I think, of Telegram as well. We'll see. Anyway, Telegram. Okay, mentioned. Keep it in mind. No errors, no errors, no errors. Skip all the warnings. It's a lot, right? That's my life. I like a lot. I don't like bare systems. What can you do with a bare system? Look at the black screen. Oh, look. A black screen. No. Software. And here we start with the personal things. Creating folders we use later, like these guys. If I have to make all these things here, these references, on every single system that I reinstall, I would be so bored. So it's by default, I just make sure that everything is available, and I just click, 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 click. I'm working immediately, rather than making this every single time again. So all of these things, personal settings of variety, screen key, all kind of things, the way I like to have my tuner, and so on. That's the personal folder you should check out. This is something we should see. Yeah. The XFC has updated. Would that have an effect on the X settings XML? Okay. So I should check that. And then we're done. Okay. What's this? What's this? This is probably going to be a search. code. Why is your folder gone? Don't save. Okay, yes. So this is where the live starts. 0, Arco, and so on. I'm skipping all these guys, not doing that. And then at some point in time, maybe it's the 999, I'm not sure, at the end. Skull. One before that, I guess. So I'm looking in the timeline, where is this occurring? Changing the whisker menu. Now there's an easy way to just type AG whisker menu, but control find, it has to be in there somewhere. Whisker. Garuda. Can't be that. So these are scripts that I only run on Garuda. These are things that I only run on AOS, on Cardi, on Arizer. So AOS, maybe we should check that one. Here we go. So here we have something about the whisker menu. Well, the text says X settings XML. So it's these lines. I was trying to set the theme. Find me arc dark and replace it by arc dawn dark. Phew. So that means that we should have a look at this guy, that guy. Let's see. Yep. And then toner. I'm navigating here to this guy, and then the X channel, yes, and on X settings XML. What? Cancel. And it's successful. It changed it to arc dawn darker. Unless I'm mistaken, and I probably am. Arc dawn dark, and the other guy says darker. Enfin, so something else I need to figure out. Let's not waste too much time. 29 minutes. Still okay. That means before we reboot, maybe let's see this Telegram thing. First of all, do I have it? Right? Is Telegram installed? No. Sudo pacman -s Telegram. Telegram what? Telegram desktop bin Qt. Okay, let's say I want Telegram desktop. Then it says user share icons high color Telegram exists in file system. No packages were upgraded. Okay, let me see if it is installed somehow. No. Did I cause that? Probably. Right? Probably. Can I say to the system that I want to have a Telegram desktop? This will be the result. And if I add, what was it again? Overwrite and whatever, right? This is the whatever thing. Overwrite anything you find. Okay. Do I have now a Telegram? All right. So that issue is no longer an issue. Leaves us this arc dark thingy. Yeah? Let's see. First of all, So what I've done is not only install applications, but I have also themed it. That's the idea, to immediately have the icons, the themes, maybe the wallpapers, anything you like, anything like the set, Bash RC, whatever, the Sage Fish, whatever you want to have, put it somewhere and tell it to copy paste it over to the files, overwrite current files from any distro, and then you're back and up and running in no time. Yes, yes, yes. So all these applications is what I want on a real metal machine. I want to have Telegram, I want to have Discord, and as you see, I want to have Wallhaven, and it immediately is correct. I don't need to set Wallhaven abstract, Wallhaven minimal, one live space. I set it once, save the file, and overwrite. Right? That's better than doing it all over again. Automate, automate, automate. Bash. Sudo pacman -s/oyyu. Yes, that's an issue. Whatever. I'll take the EndeavourOS RAID mirrors. It's a warning, that's okay. Don't care about warnings. And this is something, yeah, it is what it is. It takes, let it work. It takes time to get new mirrors in. Now, what I want to do, actually, the theming is 0, right? There's nothing changed. So that's some work. So what I like to have is something like this. Appearance. What did we do? We installed Arc Dark. We have Arc Dawn and Arc Dawn Dark. And all the rest is not for mine, right? Then we've added ArcoLinux Candy Beauty is what I really like to look at these days and work on CHADWM or LeftWM or Sway, yes, or Hyperland. These are the things I'm on in December 2022. So these can be selected and all looks good. That's cool. I always check if all the oh yeah, we could have a look at what did we now install, right? So accessories. ArcoLinux Tweak Tool is here. The disks are here. Font Manager, Quantum Manager is here. This is probably Z. USB stick formatter, Mint stick. Thank you Linux Mint for making such a beautiful tool that has been around for 5 years and which I've burned like, I would say 1 trillion, but let's say 10,000 ISOs on the USB without fault. Here is code, Electron 19, Git ahead, melts, and so on. Graphics, GNU, Nomax, Gate Thumb thingies, okay. Internet, Right, here's Vivaldi, Firefox, and Chromium, the 3. Multimedia, MPV, but I like VLC and Simple Screen Recorder and Spotify. Office, WPS, Office is my choice, but you choose whatever you want. And then settings. I did not see any wrong icon yet, so that's cool. No work for me. All right, so this is what we could have as background. So all settings, well, yeah, fonts is here if you would like to have it a little bit bigger. In my case, yes please, can't be big enough. Select close. Back to the settings for the mouse, a little bit bigger would be nice. So the mouse is here, so theme is here, and okay, close. The wallpaper, right? The wallpaper. Somewhere in here is the wallpaper. Wallpaper. Desktop settings. You go to the folder, other, EndeavourOS, share. We've installed ArcoLinux wallpapers. No, not Eric. The wallpapers are in the backgrounds. Yes. And we have all these guys. But if you do this, I don't think it will work. No, too bad, right? Would be nice if it just worked like that. But you have to go deeper. Let's take these. Right? Wallpaper is a wallpaper. This is designed for the SDDM login. So you have these default, I'm really strictly business, and some color, that's it. Really like this guy as background, et voila. And all the rest is up to you, because if you think, oh my god, why are the panels at the bottom? I don't like panels at the bottom, XFC should be at the top. Put it at the top, and that'll be that. All right, beautiful, great. I'll investigate in the theming there, the theming department, if there's anything I should do. Rewrite, because XFC is new. We have a new version of XFC. It was like, I think 6 months ago, I believe I've read on the website. So voila, we'll see on that department, that part, if there is something I should do or set or whatever. I see here this icon here. There are more appearance thingies you can change. Well, best thing to do is a tuner. Here is tuner. Control H. It's all about choices, always. So this look, that look, that look. And Papyrus, and Telegray. And this is not from us, Elementary. This is again from us, Sadi Arc, Sadi Colora, Sadi Flat Arc. And all the things changed, right? Everything changes up here. Sadi Flat, Flexible, Quick Look, all in blue. But you can all have it like this or like that. So choose what you like. Sadi goes flexible. You can change to any of the 16 million colors. Change this white to red, purple, pink, whatever. It's just a script that you run and you have your own color. Like the gray, all gray, change to red, done. New theme. Papyrus icons are, well, folders are actually quite nice. And again, it's all preference. Surfer icons with all kind of folders with it, and so on. All right, a lot of things to change and to choose and to decide what's best. And next week you decide something else and you revise it again, because let's face it, that's something that appeals us in Linux that we don't have in Mac and don't have in Windows. All right, enjoy EndeavourOS, guys. Cheers.